Within the realm of human nutrition, few compounds are as misunderstood and yet as vital as vitamin D. Although it is historically classified as a vitamin, modern science has revealed that it actually functions as a powerful steroid hormone. Unlike true vitamins, which your body cannot produce on its own, you can synthesize vitamin D directly through your skin. When UVB rays from sunlight hit your skin, they trigger a chemical reaction that converts cholesterol into active vitamin D. This unique synthesis pathway is why it is affectionately known across the world as the sunshine hormone. However, despite our ability to produce it naturally, we are currently facing a massive global epidemic of vitamin D deficiency. Researchers estimate that roughly 1 billion people worldwide suffer from clinically low levels of this essential hormone. In modern society, our indoor lifestyles, long office hours, and constant use of sunscreen have severely cut our sun exposure. Furthermore, individuals living in high-latitude regions receive almost no UVB radiation during the cold winter months. This widespread lack of sunlight means that many of us are living in a chronic state of hormone deficiency. To understand why this is a crisis, we must look at how vitamin D behaves inside the human body. Once synthesized or consumed, vitamin D travels to the liver and kidneys, where it is converted into its active form. Active vitamin D then binds to receptors present in nearly every single organ and cell type in your body. Its most famous role is the regulation of calcium and phosphorus absorption in the digestive tract. Without adequate vitamin D, your body can only absorb a small fraction of the calcium you consume from food. This malabsorption leads to weakened bones, increasing the risk of osteoporosis in adults and rickets in children. Historically, during the Industrial Revolution, smog and narrow streets blocked sunlight, causing an epidemic of rickets in European cities. This bone-deforming disease became known as the English disease, showing the extreme cost of living without adequate sunlight. But the skeletal system is only a small part of the complex vitamin D story. In recent years, immunologists have discovered that vitamin D is a major regulator of the human immune system. It enhances the pathogen-fighting effects of monocytes and macrophages, which are the first line of defense against infections. It also helps to modulate the adaptive immune response, preventing the body from attacking its own healthy tissues. At the genetic level, active vitamin D acts like a master key, entering the cell nucleus to control gene expression. It regulates the transcription of hundreds of genes that control everything from cell growth to immune cell differentiation. This direct genetic control explains why a deficiency can have such far-reaching consequences for your overall health. Low levels of vitamin D are strongly linked to an increased susceptibility to respiratory infections, flu, and pneumonia. Many researchers believe that the seasonal winter drop in vitamin D levels is a primary driver of the annual flu season. Conversely, maintaining optimal levels has been shown to support the body in resisting seasonal immune challenges. Clinical studies suggest that vitamin D deficiency may play a key role in the development of autoimmune diseases. Conditions like multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and inflammatory bowel disease are far more common in areas with low sunlight. Beyond immunity, the sunshine hormone is also critical for maintaining optimal brain health and cognitive function. Vitamin D receptors are highly concentrated in areas of the brain that regulate mood, memory, and decision-making. Low levels of vitamin D are associated with a higher risk of seasonal affective disorder, depression, and cognitive decline. Many individuals notice a significant improvement in their mood and mental clarity after correcting their vitamin D levels. The hormone also plays a vital role in cardiovascular health, helping to regulate blood pressure and reduce arterial stiffness. People with optimal vitamin D levels generally experience better heart health and lower rates of chronic inflammation. Deficiency symptoms can be subtle, including chronic muscle weakness, joint pain, slow wound healing, and persistent fatigue. Certain populations are at a much higher risk of deficiency and should pay close attention to their levels. For instance, the elderly produce significantly less vitamin D in their skin compared to younger individuals. Additionally, because vitamin D is fat-soluble, it can become sequestered in adipose tissue in obese individuals, reducing bioavailability. Given its immense importance, how can we ensure that we are getting enough of this vital hormone? The most natural source is direct sun exposure, but this must be balanced with the risk of skin damage. Spending about 15 to 20 minutes in the midday sun without sunscreen is usually sufficient for light-skinned individuals. However, those with darker skin require significantly more time in the sun to produce the same amount of vitamin D. This is because melanin acts as a natural sunscreen, blocking the UVB rays needed to trigger synthesis in the skin. In addition to sunlight, we can obtain small amounts of vitamin D from certain dietary sources. Fatty fish like wild salmon, mackerel, and sardines are among the richest food sources of vitamin D3. Egg yolks, beef liver, and certain types of mushrooms also contain modest amounts of this hormone. Many countries fortify milk, orange juice, and cereals with vitamin D to help prevent severe deficiencies in the population. Yet, for the vast majority of people, food alone is not enough to maintain optimal blood levels of vitamin D. This is where high-quality supplementation becomes a highly practical and effective tool for health optimization. When choosing a supplement, it is crucial to understand the difference between vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. Vitamin D2, or ergocalciferol, is plant-derived and is generally considered less bioavailable by researchers. Vitamin D3, or cholecalciferol, is the animal-derived form and is far more effective at raising blood levels. Most health experts recommend supplementing with vitamin D3 rather than D2 for superior results. However, taking high doses of vitamin D3 in isolation can lead to unintended health complications. When you increase your vitamin D levels, your body absorbs much more calcium from your diet. If this calcium is not properly directed, it can accumulate in your soft tissues, including your arteries and kidneys. To prevent this calcification, you should always pair your vitamin D3 supplement with vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 activates proteins that direct calcium away from your arteries and into your bones where it belongs. Additionally, the activation and metabolism of vitamin D require adequate levels of magnesium in your body. If you're deficient in magnesium, your body cannot effectively utilize the vitamin D you supplement. This synergistic relationship is why many advanced health protocols combine vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium. While toxicity is rare, taking extremely high doses of vitamin D over many months can lead to hypercalcemia. This condition, characterized by excessive calcium in the blood, can cause nausea, weakness, and kidney stones. Before starting any new supplement regimen, it is highly recommended to get a simple blood test. A 25-hydroxyvitamin D test will measure your exact circulating levels and guide your dosing strategy. Health organizations suggest that a blood level between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter is sufficient for basic health. However, many functional medicine practitioners advocate for optimal levels between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter. Achieving these optimal levels can help you unlock better energy, stronger immunity, and improved long-term vitality. Please note that this video is for educational and general information purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider or doctor before making changes to your diet or supplement routine. Understanding how this hormone works is the first step toward taking control of your biological health. By optimizing your vitamin D levels, you are supporting hundreds of biochemical pathways that keep you feeling vibrant. Make sure to pay attention to your sun exposure, choose nutrient-dense foods, and supplement wisely when necessary. Small, consistent adjustments to your lifestyle can have a profound impact on your long-term wellness. If you found this evidence-based health analysis helpful, please subscribe to the channel for more science-backed nutrition insights. Let us know in the comments section below if you track your vitamin D levels or take daily supplements. By sharing your experience, you help build a community focused on proactive health and wellness. Take care of your body, get some sunshine,